Gil-soo stood in the ring, his body tense with fear as he prepared to face his opponent. In the crowd, 2 students observed the situation with disbelief. Whoa, the transfer student is really unlucky to be picked by Kang In-hai on his first day, one student remarked. The other student furrowed his brows. Kang In-hai? Is he famous? I think he's a first year. Isn't he that guy's younger brother? I heard he transferred to our school this year. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Kang In-hai smirked. Hey, transferee, are you not going to come at me? I was going to give you a handicap since it's your first time. Gil-soo trembled. I'm scared. My body won't move. Why am I fighting him all of a sudden, he thought. Kang In-hai's patience wore thin. If you won't come, then I will, he declared, dashing toward Gil-soo. Terrified, Gil-soo shouted, Go away! His face pale with fear, tears streaming down his cheeks. Before he could react, he let out a loud retch and vomited all over Kang In-hai. Kang In-hai recoiled in disgust. Ugh, fuck! He yelled, his expression twisted in rage. Hurry up and get me a towel! Meanwhile, Gil-soo collapsed onto the ground, wiping his mouth in shame. His thoughts raced. How can someone like me, who's never rebelled in his life, even think of hitting someone else? I can't do this. The next day, Gil-soo sat in a restroom stall, overhearing students whispering about the previous incident. He lowered his head. I'm screwed. So screwed, he muttered. I thought this was a normal school, but a fighting arena? A flashback to Jang Chung's words played in his mind. Don't be scared. Just have fun. Gil-soo clenched his hands over his face. I can't forget about having fun. I couldn't even extend my arm. But still, there is no violence within the school grounds. If I don't go to the fighting arena. Meanwhile, Jang Chung was in class, doing push-ups with 2 students on his back. 1,000. I finally did 1,000 push-ups, he shouted triumphantly. Gil-soo, watching, was dumbfounded. Jang Chung noticed him. What is it, transferee? Do you have something to say to me? Gil-soo hesitated. Huh? No. Well, actually, I wanted to ask you something about the fighting arena. Jang Chung grinned. Oh? Did you develop another skill other than vomiting? Another student chimed in, laughing. Hey, vomit boy! I became a fan after yesterday's incident. Gil-soo looked down, embarrassed. No, it's not that. I just wanted to say, I can't go to the fighting arena anymore. The room fell silent. Students stared in shock. Jang Chung narrowed his eyes. Why? You weren't injured yesterday. Gil-soo sighed. I'm not, but I don't have the confidence to fight someone. I don't want to hit anyone, and I don't find it fun. I don't understand the whole fighting arena thing, so from now on, I can't participate. Jang Chung approached him, placing a firm hand on his shoulder. His expression darkened. What did you just say? His grin turned sinister. That means I can beat you up as much as I like from now on, right? Turning to the rest of the class, he announced, as the school president, I declare that the first-year student Lee Gil-soo will no longer be protected by the fighting arena. Gil-soo sat in his chair, deep in thought. Protected by the fighting arena? What the hell does that even mean? Just then, Kang In-hai entered the classroom. Ah, so this is the class. I heard about you. Transferee. I heard you're not coming to the fighting arena anymore. Before Gil-soo could react, Kang In-hai slammed his head down onto the desk, hard. Then he'll slowly teach you what that means in this school. He grinned. I was actually in need of a slave. Laughter erupted from the back of the room. Kang In-hai then kneed Gil-soo in the face, sending him to the ground. His gang followed behind, jeering. Wow, that was a good knee strike. I heard he got beat up at his last school. No fucking way. I knew it when I started hitting him. One of them sneered. Hey, come to my class every break time. Gil-soo lay on the floor, his mind racing. I understood what the fighting arena protection was right away. If you don't participate, you become the only student for whom violence is allowed. As he was beaten in class, he thought, my hell has started once again. Later, Gil-soo sat alone, contemplating dropping out. I did everything I could. I'm sorry, Mom, Dad, for having such a worthless son. That evening, as he left school, he muttered, now my horrific school life has ended. Starting tomorrow, I'll live normally. Jang Chung appeared before him. Why aren't you fighting? Tell me, what the hell is the problem? Gil-soo looked away. I'm sorry. Someone crazy about fighting can't possibly understand how I feel. To be honest, I have trauma from violence. I was severely bullied at my previous school, and now I've reached my limit. I just want to give up. I've done what I can. Jang Chung grabbed his shoulder. You're more pathetic than I thought, he bellowed. Who told you that you need to fight like a pro? Skills? You don't need shit like that. If you don't have teeth, use your gums. If you don't have strength, then use your gut. That's what fighting is about. He pulled Gil-soo closer, eyes burning with intensity. But right now, you don't even want to protect yourself. Gil-soo's eyes welled up. Why is he doing this? What did I do wrong? Jang Chung continued. Do you think the outside world is all sunshine and butterflies? If you drop out, you'll just remain a loser your entire life. Gil-soo turned away. What do you know? You've never been weak. I'm done. As he left, Kang In-hai and his gang were waiting. I heard you're not coming to school tomorrow, Kang In-hai said with a grin. How can you just drop out without telling us? Gil-soo's blood ran cold. How did they know? Kang In-hai smirked. If you leave, who's going to be my sandbag? Since Jang Chung created the fighting arena, I've never had a slave. Haha. They dragged him into an alley, mercilessly beating him. Gilsoo pleaded, please stop. Kang In-hai pulled out his phone. Ah, right. The address you sent me before, was it accurate? His gang chuckled. Of course. Our intel is great. Gilsoo's stomach dropped. Address? Kang In-hai grinned. Wow, our Gilsoo lives in such a nice place. Unit 1105, Building 604, Ju-Ah Apartments, Mangu City. A wave of fury overtook Gilsoo. How did they know? Kang In-hai held up his phone. Next time, well, come over. Let's see each other often. Something snapped inside Gilsoo. His dream of escape shattered. In his mind, Jang Chung's words echoed, you don't even want to protect yourself. With newfound resolve, Gilsoo roared. The fight had just begun. Gilsoo stood in the ring,